What's going on, guys? It's Twintuitive 717. I am back with the Bossy Beeves, and we are about to dive into some messages from the Divine Masculine. All right, universe, you can see who is watching for the readings. I ask that you please provide clarity on their journey. Who is this reading for? Please provide clarity on their journey. Okay, I'm going to take this one as well, just because it flipped upwards, okay? So let's find out overall what's happening with the masculines. I can tell them that they're feeling the feminine's energy. Okay, that's the first card that kind of flipped out that was really staring up at me. We have third eye and we have clarity. Okay, so, I mean, as you can see, her third eye is almost emphasized in this picture, and we also get third eye and clarity here. I do feel like a lot of your masculines have been trying to reach you telepathically, Divine Feminine, but for this particular Divine Feminine collective, I do feel that it's your masculine's turn. That's why many of you are feeling this very kind of bored and stagnant energy with your masculines. So, sorry guys, I think she's attracted to the lotion I used on my hands. Excuse me, you're tickling me. Your tongue feels like sandpaper, bro. You know? Trying to rough up my tender hands on this. But yeah, guys, like, there's something about like your energy that feels very dismissive. That's what it is. You feel very dismissive. You could be fed up on the journey. Sometimes you might feel like you don't even know why you listen to tarot readings on your Divine Masculine. I just feel like there's a part of you that just feels very done with the journey, and you may be seeking out what's next. But I feel like this is what's causing many of your masculines to now take action in your direction. But I do feel like many of you are kind of questioning, like, what would be next? Like, what's the point of this? What's next? Like, even if they do end up making an offer, let's say, I don't know how many of you would react to that. Yeah, they want reunion. They can feel the soul tie with the Divine Feminine. I feel, that's just kind of the journey with twin flames. When one pulls, the other's attracted. When the other pulls away, the other's attracted. And I feel like it's all part of, I'm hearing, staying connected and staying close to the person on earth that teaches you the most. Okay, so for some reason, Divine Feminine, you're teaching your Divine Masculine a lot at this time. This could be why it is they are attracted to you. I'm hearing this very like nonchalant, walking away, doing your own thing, consistently forging ahead, consistently celebrating success and victory. Like, you're your own best cheerleader here, Divine Feminine. And I feel like that's exactly what many of your masculines can't get enough of, because it also helps them to want to root for themselves and having independence, because they don't want to be on karmic lockdown. And I don't know why I'm getting that word or that phrase coming up in this reading. We can draw some cards on the karmic energy here. What's coming up? Closed off, guarded, and resistance. I feel like there's a lot of karmics that do not want to let go of your Divine Masculine. But your masculines are starting to feel very guarded and closed off and resistant to this energy. I'm hearing the Divine Feminine shines no matter what, and this is part of your resilience. I feel like many of you have the nature of like not giving up. Also too, you have this kind of pride about yourself, this stubbornness about yourself. I'm picking up on earth signs, I don't know why, but you have a lot of pride within yourself. Like, you don't like anybody trying to make you feel any which type of way. Like, you might be very quick to walk away from your Divine Masculine, or you could be the type that consistently likes to prove people wrong. Like, if people have doubts about you, or if people look at you a certain type of way, like, it really grinds you to the point where you just go on the grind and you like proving people wrong. You have a lot of assistance around you as well. So I think that maybe you're a Divine Feminine where it's like people underestimate you a lot of the times. And it's those very moments that people underestimate you that really push you to, again, I don't know why I'm hearing prove them wrong, but the reason you have this quality about you is because your guides and your ancestors are consistently waiting for you to tap into spiritual help. Anytime people feel like they want to have a one-up over you, whoever this Divine Feminine is that's listening, all you need to do is reach out to your spirit guides, and you will be able to conquer anybody trying to come up against you, is what it is I'm hearing. Okay? But yeah, ultimately, guys, getting back to your divine masculine's energy, look, we have spying and watching coming up at the top of this pile that fell out. They could be watching you very closely, and I'm hearing it's like they're feeling inspired by you. I don't get a negative energy coming from the spying and watching card. Because if they're feeling closed off and regarded and resistant with the karmic situations, chances are they're spending a lot of time alone. And if they are spending a lot of time alone, or they feel lonely in any way, then they could be focusing a lot on the divine feminine. Let's see what's at the bottom of the pile that came through. Wow, we have alchemy and ancestor guides. Yeah, if they're alone, they're reaching out to you. Again, telepathy could be blocked because of the feminine's energy I'm hearing, because the feminine card did show up. And because we have alchemy and ancestor guides, I do feel like a lot of your masculines are trying to reach out to you telepathically as well. It's like as Mega gazes up into the sky. I feel like they could be asking for a lot of assistance for you to maybe let your guard down, because we do have the word guarded here coming up. I feel like this is, it's what the picture looks like here. It's like they could be reaching out or looking up in some way, shape, or form. I don't know why I'm getting they might be smoking a lot of cigarettes. It could be because he's blowing smoke out. I don't know if he is or not, but they could be really stressed that they're not able to reach you or feel your energy right now, divine feminine. Okay, but something about the way that you're doing things, or you might have them closed off. You might be the ones guarded. You may be the one guarded, but it's making them want to take some type of action here, or have some kind of courage. Create some kind of new beginning. Whatever you're doing is very inspiring, but I feel like in order for your masculine to get there, they're going to experience a lot of disharmony, triggers, and conflict. They could want to break away from a karmic situation so bad, guys, but they don't know how. Like, I'm hearing, where do I even start? You know, I'm hearing a lot of contracts, because the triggers to me tells me like somebody wants to do something here. They want to take action, but it's going to take a lot of courage, most likely, because whatever they want to move away from, each time they try, there's a lot of triggers. And I see, you know, like man and woman here on this card. It could be that your divine masculine is having trouble breaking away from a karmic relationship, because it ends up causing a lot of disharmony, trigger, conflict. I'm also hearing the word contracts, okay? So it could be like divorce is messy, splitting the assets could be messy. How do I make more money? Like just basically like, how do I survive? Are the kids going to be okay? How do I transition from a household where, you know, I'm living with someone and we have a family together, but the atmosphere isn't right. The atmosphere isn't okay. Maybe it would be better if I was on my own with the kids. Maybe the atmosphere would be better because I would be a better version of myself. These are the kind of conversations happening here with this divine masculine and this karmic. Okay, so it could be heavy right now. That's why a lot of your masculines are having to have courage to do something. And I feel like you have stepped in and you've kind of sparked or inspired all of this change just simply based off of your connection to this divine masculine. Okay, so that's why the journey at times with twin flames can seem bittersweet. It's like one minute you're madly in love with them and the next minute you just want them to get away because they keep causing shifts and towers in your life. And it's like everything leads back to your either divine masculine or divine feminine, and it just drives you insane sometimes to the point where you just want to repel. You just want to stay away from this person, because I feel like, you know, many masculines, even feminines too, at times can feel like maybe if I just stay away from them, the chaos will stop. But it's that very chaos that I feel is providing a lot of you with healing, okay, and also opening up your spiritual gifts. Okay, let's find out for the feminine energy what your best course of action is right now, because again, I do feel like many of you are just kind of in this fed up energy, blocking off your divine masculines, but I also feel like maybe that's happening for a reason. There's part of this journey that they kind of have to walk through it alone. That's why the torch is there. It's a representation too of like the flame, the twin flame energy. They're trying really hard to pick up on telepathy because they may not feel your physical presence. A lot of you could have your masculines blocked. There could be zero communication right now, but this could be, they've got to walk through this alone, okay? But concerning the twin flame journey, Divine Feminine, what is your best course of action at the moment? Okay, I'll see what fell on the floor. But we have the Magician, along with the Three of Pentacles here, okay? So I feel like it really is to just stay focused on yourself right now. I do feel like many of you are manifesting big things in your life, big changes. You're going after it because I feel like many of you have poured so heavily into your twin flame journey that the universe has almost instructed you now to just focus on building. For many of you, it's going to be building wealth, because that's what I do see with the Three of Pentacles card here, because the Two of Pentacles oftentimes will represent choice, or the One can represent an idea. So I do feel like many of you are being hit with unexpected good news of certain opportunities coming through, and it's not just money based, guys. Like 3 is also like community for me. So many of you could feel very part of your community. Like, let's say for example you have young children. It's like all of a sudden you might find that like you have their parents at your children's school gravitating towards you. You know, you might be volunteering, just offering your nurturing abilities, like your healing abilities. Some of you might be really good with your community, organizing ideas, and you're finding a lot of fulfillment in that, okay? And I feel like you're very inspiring. Some of the things you're doing are very inspirational. The Magician tells me that, you know, this is somebody who forges ahead. You might be disappointed in life, you might be disappointed by others, you might go through certain life changes, or let's say the dark night of the soul, but you always come out on top. It's like you take your hits, and then after you're done, you allow yourself time to heal, and then you're back to the drawing board. That's what the Magician card says to me. Somebody who knows how to get back to the drawing board very swiftly and efficiently. So I feel like that's the direction that many of the Divine Feminines are headed in. I feel the energy of your masculines trying to play catch up. Like, this year is going to be a year of karmic endings. I've been saying it for a really long time. It's not that it's a bad thing, but I do feel like it's coming for the masculine collective, because I do feel like within the last few years, a lot of the Divine Feminines experience karmic endings. But for the masculines, like, it's a really shitty storm, I'm hearing. Okay, a lot of things involved when it comes to detachment away from money and resources, and also too having to be more fiercely independent on the karmic side and on the divine masculine side. Okay, having this energy and this attitude of knowing that you can get through it, having that warrior spirit. Right now I don't feel that that's happening just yet for the masculines. It's like they're up against that choice. Let's see what's going on. I told you guys, they're up against that choice. I love that, the Two of Pentacles. They're juggling a choice right now where it's like, I have to stand on my own 2 feet steadily and power through. Pentacles energy too reminds me of like the physical world. It is the physical world having a choice between creating in the physical world, having everything you need. Where do you go from here? It could represent an idea, but you have a choice to make when it comes to the way of existing in the physical world. Okay, they're juggling that decision right now. And I'm also seeing here the Ten of Wands, which is a great card for your masculines, because I feel like it pairs up with the action and the energy card. I feel like Jupiter's energy was coming out as well. So just taking fierce action. A lot of them are going to find themselves working really hard, especially if they have been working on dissolving some type of karmic contract. I feel like they're working hard at doing that, or they're finally starting to see the patterns. I feel too like it really did take many of the feminines detaching, focusing, the feminine energy here started focusing more on creating outside of this connection, leaving your masculine behind in a sense. But I feel like it was leaving that version of them behind. It wasn't balanced, right? There was no temperance, there was no giving and taking, there was no pouring into one another. It was mainly the divine feminine stepping in and realizing that the pouring that you did into the connection and then having that taken away, I feel like that taking away is now what's really kickstarted many of the divine masculines going in hard on this portion of the journey. All right, so yeah, overall we see the divine feminine kicking up their feet while the masculines are hard at work trying to absorb very realistic aspects of this journey. You know, I feel like many of the feminines are like, I hate to say I told you so. You know, it was coming. I feel like many of you have your divine masculines now keeping a very, very, very close eye on you, because they're coming to see that many of the things that you were experiencing, feeling, many of you have platforms you were energetically sharing. They're now seeing it coming to pass in their own lives. All right, guys, so pop your popcorn, light up your joint, get your drink, get your coffee, your tea, whatever it is, because it's going down. All right, I love you guys. Take it easy, and me and the Bossy Beeves will catch you guys again. All right, bye.